Well, Minorcan Navy got something a little different again for you guys. If you guys have been watching the channel, I do enjoy a little racing every now and then. And spent the weekend of the Daytona 500, which included several races, down in Daytona Beach to witness the race. So I want to share a little bit of it with you. It's racing done at night. They do it at day. Here, different series. This was the truck race that took place on Friday night. But a lot of stuff going on. Another race that goes on not very many people know about is the wheelbarrow races at the Daytona 500. And this happens on Saturday night. We were down for this event. And what happens, it's a two-person team. There's a passenger and a driver. And all kinds of mayhem usually ensues during the wheelbarrow race. We caught some of this. Thought you guys might like to catch and watch some of this as it takes place. All the competitors there were having a great time, and we're very accommodating, and took a camera along with us to catch these videos for you. A lot of fun, and these guys really are enjoying themselves down in Daytona. Now, the really neat thing for me about going to Daytona is who you see. It's like a little reunion. Don't see these folks very often at all, usually just once a year, but it's here at this track, and this is kind of like a little family reunion, and it takes place once a year, and it's young, it's older folks, and everyone there is having a really good time. This was Camp Mullet for this year. Wonderful accommodations. A little look down our alley, if you will. And you really never know what you're going to see. This is one of the competitors. This is Kyle Busch. He drives the 18 car. We caught him just outside of our campground. He had stopped. And this was actually on race day, on Sunday morning. Got a quick view of him and what he had done as he was on his way into the track, and saw a fan that was wearing one of his caps, and he had his group stop, and he got out and signed this young man's cap. I'm sure that is a memory that will last a lifetime, but we just happened to be there to catch it. And it's things like that, little things like that go on all the time around the Speedway. You never know what you're going to see or who you're going to run into. Of course, it was sold out, and this was actually on Sunday, on the 500 day. The crowds were really heavy. Down on the Infield, we made the trip in to get some views for you guys, some stuff that you may or may not have seen if you are a race fan. But we thought we'd share it, and this is just kind of the camaraderie that's going on. Just a lot of different race fans down there, and everybody having a really good time. Beautiful day in Central Florida, and there was, a 250,000 people here for this event. Kind of walked up on the track, and we're headed for the start-finish line. And this is a tradition right at the start-finish line. People come out and they'll sign the start-finish line. And this was going on. We had the Crimson Captain with us. This was his first Daytona 500 event. And he had to go up and sign the start-finish line as well. It's good to have him on board for the event. There he is, kind of taking a little rest. What's really neat, look at that. That's the front straightaway, which is not really, it's neither straight nor flat. Has a very, very steep incline to it. Of course, it wouldn't be a race without some race cars. And these are the competitors' cars lined up and ready for the race Sunday. A little quick glimpse of those. And that's one of the really neat things about just the different colors, the smells, the sounds. the U.S. Air Force Thunderbirds demonstration team were on hand for the opening ceremonies. And what's really neat about these guys is they're out practicing maybe an hour and a half every day. And so while we're out there for the event, you get to see those guys, those pilots going through their routine. Really neat. It's a built-in air show. Pictures of this is on race day, of the grandstands. This was done early, and then we've got one coming up. Here you go. Later on into the day, you can see just how busy it was. A lot of folks attending the race. See some of the competitors here. This is really lined up. They put on a really good show, a lot of fun, and this number 2 car was the eventual winner of the 2022 Daytona 500. Well, hey, that's going to do it for the show today. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. We'll ask if you haven't done it yet, click on that subscribe button, send us some comments. But most of all, we want you guys to stay safe out there.